Hello, welcome back to another podcast episode with me, Aaron, Mike, and Ben.
Right. So, how have you all been? We've had a few days now since we've had our last podcast. Do you know what? Looking back at it, I mean, it didn't go terribly wrong.
Aye, good, yeah.
So if you haven't seen the first episode, I mean, you haven't really missed much. I mean, that's all we really spoke about was how Mike's business plan to start a chicken coop business. It's something to take in. And then what was the other one, Mike? What was the other business you had?
Big Mike's kebab cabs.
There we are.
Yeah.
And then we had good old legless or legless, Aaron.
Legless. I'm not getting sued by Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay,
not taking
okay.
that chance.
Yeah.
So.
I thought it was called Legolas. And, good old, what's his name? It goes on
Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom.
Him and his, when in his naked shot on the boat, like, you see now? Back in the day, he was on like a boat holding like a, like a raft, like, and
he was on a boat holding a raft.
No, it wasn't a boat. It was
Orlando Bloom's well strong, isn't he?
I was gonna say.
No, as in like what are they called? Like canoes, like.
I know.
And him and Katy Perry.
Like a board.
No, the big surfboards you can stand on.
Isn't it just called a surf?
Are you on about gondoliers?
I thought gondoliers was like, in Venice when you sit down and they're like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's just one, like a big thing, like Arnie's standing on top, like Arnie's just, he's rowing the water.
And do I note as well? We actually never asked me if I had a business idea, but there we are. That's in the past now, guys.
What's your business idea, Ben?
Well, no, we're not going to talk about that now. We're going to go on to new stuff today. Okay.
Can have two podcasts on the same thing.
Continued, like.
Well, I think we should just move on.
Well, question is, do you have a business idea?
Like I said, it's in the past. Let's just move on from that episode. I mean, you're putting me on the spot, you are, and I don't want to make a fool of myself.
What is it? Aaron, do you like RuPaul?
I don't know the guy personally, but RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's it. Honestly, right? It's be very, very good. I find the US one is really it's a lot better. It's a lot more catty. It's so bitchy. It's unreal.
It's all top though.
Yeah, but that's what's good about it. I mean, at the moment they're doing RuPaul UK at the moment. They're on season 2, and like I said, it's not as good as the US. It's a lot more low budget, but there are some really funny characters in there. It's worth a watch.
Big celebs are in the judges, like good old Joel from what's it called? Community. Not Joel, Jeff. No, Joel's his real name. And Jeff is his character name.
There's the twist, see?
Speaking
of Joel, are you pleased with the casting for
good old Pedro.
Does it feel though like he's just being cast for everything now? Like because he's really high at the moment, they're like, let's get Pedro again.
Well, I didn't realize that he was the Mandalorian until season 2. Don't judge me for that.
No, me.
Back in the day when I first saw him on Game of Thrones, and I thought, yeah, go on the Viper, and then the Mountain just blew his head up. I remember that episode really affected me. Do you know like when you watch something, your heart just starts pounding? I was so I literally remember going to bed that night, and I literally couldn't sleep because I was so like heavily affected by it. I'm okay now. Yeah, I know. R.I.P. Game of Thrones. I mean, the first 5. I'd say the first 5 seasons are bankers, very good, and then that's when they start to dip a bit. Then, don't they?
Yeah, I don't understand why they cancelled it after the 6th season.
It's like a picture of a beautiful horse, and then it goes into a cartoon character.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's like a meaning.
Oh, that one. I was like, well, you are way out of the left field.
Mike, were you about to just take credit for that famous meme there?
No, I saw it.
That is
I saw it.
That tone was a definite. Oh no, I've been caught.
No. Going back to the cast of The Last of Us, I've never actually played the game. It's a PS4 game though, isn't it?
Yeah,
3, 4,
PlayStation 3, 4.
Yeah, I was an Xbox, wasn't I?
Yeah, represent.
Got the old represent here. Got a hardcore gamer. If I wanted an album, I'd have it like that.
Mike, do you remember when you first wrote the song Do you remember back in the days of
100 miles
school?
an hour down the motorway.
Da-da-da.
Losing all the power that you took away.
Da-da.
And knowing my heart will never leave. Ow, you took away with my heart and dreams.
Aaron, do you want to name drop your band?
Name drop. I haven't been to band in.
Our band.
So like the last year and a half, Mike and Aaron have joined a band with a few mates. And I find when Mike, he always likes to heavily revolve these things around himself. So, I mean, what was the name of the band, Mike?
Mikey and the Mikes, eh?
So that's literally...
That's what he wanted it to be.
That was one. And then it was Mikey and the... Oh, what was it? And Mikey, Two Shades. Mikey and the Two Shades. Because I had two shades on. Big Mikes.
That one he just made up.
It's as if you weren't happy with just having one Mike in the name. So you're going to call yourself Mike, but you're going to also call the other band members in the band Mike as well. So therefore you're going to call it Mikey and the Mikes. Which, you know, again, you know, standard Mike.
Well, it's my band, like.
No, it's not. When Mike, so this is how it went. When Mike was there, we were like, "Oh, Mike's band," and Mike was like, "Mikey and the Mikes, haha, yeah, good one, Mike." When he left, it was like, right, now we start band practice. Mike wanted to make this band when his fiance was pregnant, like 3 months in, and he was like, "Let's start the band," and we were like, "That sounds like a good idea."
The rockstar life.
Yeah, 5 months in, if that, Mike slowly dwindled. It's like, "Oh, I'm not coming to band practice tonight. I'm not coming to band practice."
In the last year and a half since this band was formed, Aaron, how many practices has Mike been to?
All of them.
No. I am offended that you'd even joke about that.
The only thing that when I think of Michael Thomas and I think songs, I just think of Roundstown Cowboy and Mavanui after you've had about 5 shandies and your top is off. Right, Mike, speaking of this topic then, I'd like you now, me and Aaron are going to give you a word each, and you have got to improvise a song on the spot to these words, okay? So this is your challenge for this app, okay? So, Aaron, think of a word. What word can we give him?
Gold.
Gold, okay. And the word I'm going to give Mike is tongue. So, Mike, well, before you start... Do you want to take a minute? Because I feel as if this is going to fluster you a bit.
Heart palpitations are going again.
Right. So, Mike, whenever you're ready.
Walking down the street and my name is Tongue. I went to the toilet and had the tongue.
Can I just say, did you say your name was Tongue?
Yeah, you know, I'd be like a gangster, like, yo, Tongue, yo, what's cracking?
What did he do to you in that nickname?
Yeah.
It bit someone's tongue off.
So again, Mike, but change the tune, and I want the words tongue and goal, okay? So take a breath again now, and we'll go again.
Golden light in the sky shines so bright on my life with the tongue of whisper and the gold of the winter. Oh, I got a cramp in my toe. Oh, bloody hell.
I would
I concentrated so much.
Do you know what, right? That actually wasn't terrible. The dramatic pauses for me made that.
It does sound like the words are a little out of place, like the golden tongue. It just felt like...
I mean, yeah, gold winter. That's a big metaphor there. Can you explain that for us?
It means so much. You know, it's like the sky lights up.
Reddish orange, usually, isn't it? That's.
Yeah, but in the winter, it's gold.
Okay, no, Mike, that was actually really good. Aaron, I want you now to think of a genre for Mike. And give him 2 words as well.
What about jazz? I like a bit of jazz.
How can I do jazz?
Be-dumba, be-dumba.
Hoist up the John B. sail.
Can you do like a sailor's tune? So if you were on board of a massive ship.
As you never know, Mike, you could be the next TikTok star of 2021. 2 words as well.
Rope and heart.
Hoist up the sails, where are we going today? Oh, up and down, left and right, away we go. Into the heart of the sea we go. Up a rope, down the rope, up the rope, inside the rope. Don't go down there, there's an octopus there.
It's a musical. It's a musical around sailors. That's what I got.
I wasn't expecting the enthusiasm, and I mean I think the bit that got me was when you were saying up the rope,
Up a rope, down the rope, up the rope, inside the rope.
and then you said something about an octopus at the end there. Mike, I gotta admit, right? That was actually brilliant. And we'll do one more, Mike. Okay, so this time, I want you to do R&B, and your words are curvy and warm. So whenever you're ready, take it away, Mike.
Baby, I stepped out last night, walking through my arms. What are the words? I saw the curvy girl last night, walking down the stairs.
Hold on, stop. Are you singing Peter Andre, Mysterious Girl? have you just stolen the tune to Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre?
Well, it just came to me as I was singing it.
do you know when you asked like anyone today, they were like, "Oh, name me an R&B artist," and you'll have your Rihanna, or you'll have I don't know, your Neos and all that. You're going down the route of Peter Andre.
Yeah, but I imagine, come on, move your body.
You did a good job, Mike. So we'll give him a round of applause. Nice. When can we expect the album, Mike?
Well, I've planned. I got the few songs and by sleeve, like got the old lonely goose. No, silly goose, man. Sorry, just a silly goose alone in the pond with no one to call. Because all the ducks have run away.
There's the ugly duckling. Just as a song.
Who can tell me what day is it today?
Pancake Day.
Well, you cut across me there. I don't like pancakes.
Do you know what, Mike? I don't like pancakes either.
Yeah, but aren't you you're allergic to egg though?
Okay. So this is. I say I'm allergic to egg, but am I actually allergic to egg?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like,
I just don't like things with egg in it because, again, I wouldn't say I'm allergic to it. It's just it gives a funny taste in my mouth, and like sometimes my throat swells up from it. So like,
sounds allergic.
Okay, so here's the other side of it. So I say I don't like egg, but yet I eat lasagna, I eat pasta,
egg fried rice.
He's on to me. So this is what I mean. I tolerate all that. Like when I eat like egg fried rice or chicken fried rice, I mean, I don't die, but like, I mean, I can taste it, but like, because I'm enjoying it, as in like with the other stuff on the plate, I just get
and as
through
it gets harder to breathe.
Wouldn't be good to my chicken farm, I tell you. The bit of an egg is the best thing, is when you put a chip in there and the mini explosion it does. Oh, it's beautiful. When you dip something in the oak. Oh,
what do they call that? Soldiers, are they? Something soldiers.
So passionate about eggs. Me and Mike used to go for breakfast every like weekend or so. We go in and whatever, get a breakfast. And then this one time I was like, well, I don't want egg on my breakfast because I don't eat egg. And he was like, no, get the egg and give it to me. And I was like, no, Mike, I'm tired of you having my egg. Sat down, waiting for our food. And then he was like, oh, I'll be back in a minute now. And he disappeared for like 5 minutes, came back.
I know it is.
And then I was like, okay. And then the food came, and I was like, wait, I didn't have egg on mine. And then Mike was like, oh, I went up and changed your order.
I had like 6 eggs, right?
Yes, like 5 or 6 eggs. It was terrible.
Has Mike ever asked you to do something, like go for food or something like that? And then
yes.
you turn up and he orders something stupidly massive, and then he just looks at you to pay for it.
Yes.
No, yeah.
And we were like, oh, we're gonna go get food. So we were like, oh, let's go King Classy, let's go. We got there, and then we ordered everything. I was like, happy days. And then Mike ordered his, and then she was like, oh, that's whatever it was. And he turned and looked at me, and I was like, what? It's like, you're paying for my food, and I was like, what? No, no idea. And then I had to pay for his food there because he already ordered it.
Mike, do you ever feel sometimes, if you had to think in the top of your head, how much money have you managed to nick off people?
Oh, not much, like.
Think of the days when we were back in school and we were like, oh, you got 20 pence. You got 20 pence on you. Even though you'd have a fiver on you and have most money out of all of us, you'd still ask for like 20 pence.
Yeah, to have the extra bacon. Eh?
Yeah, but did you need
Subway.
Did you need that extra bacon?
Well, I'm paying for it now, aren't I?
If you could go back in time and tell yourselves 10 years ago, just one sentence you're allowed to tell them, what would you say to them?
Crypto
and
coin.
Why? Crypto coin. Aaron, you're mad into your stocks at the moment. Just worrying me.
I'd say crypto coin. Get it in there now, and then it would be here now, but I would be in a mansion with a swimming pool and a really good camera. And Mike.
Okay, fair enough. Mike, what would you tell yourself 10 years ago?
You think it'll get better, but it won't.
There we are then. Cool. That's the positivity from Michael Thomas.
Ben, what would you do if you could go back 10 years? What would you tell your younger self?
Oh, do you know what? I know this is so cliche, but it would literally be, go on, pull your socks up, work a bit harder, will you? Because I was such a lazy kid. I mean,
I know.
Hold on, whoa, this is me now talking about myself. You know,
science projects. All I'm gonna say.
Aaron, leave it there, right? I pulled my finger out in those science projects. Thank you.
Did you hell?
I just please tell myself to pull my socks up a bit, work a bit harder. What else did I tell myself? What would I tell myself?
Lose the glasses.
Okay, for everyone that doesn't know, Mike, do an impression of me how I looked like in school.
Yeah, because his ID card was him like that.
Yeah, but I did that. I wore contacts in the end. Then I don't know. I remember right. You used to grill me about wearing my glasses too low, and then the day I come in with contact lenses, what did you say? You said something.
I couldn't believe it.
Who's we, Mike? Who's we? So we've spoken about what we'd like to tell ourselves 10 years ago, but where would you like to be in a year's time? What's the goal?
In a year's time, I would want my temp contract to be permanent, to be looking at putting a deposit on a house.
Oh, nice. Mike?
As stupid as it sounds, but I want to be a comedian. I want to make myself, like I want to make, I want to make something.
Make it.
Like, make it, as in like a show or a channel or, I want to be there,
I reckon you could be a comedian. Pretend now, right? Me and Aaron are your audience, and just try and, off the top of your head, be a comedian now, okay? So next to the stage is Michael Thomas.
Hello. I'll give me a chance at it. So I was walking down the road the other day, and I saw this man, and he had a bit of a wonky leg, like. You don't see them around you. The wonky leg. Yeah, well, you don't know these days. Might be something wrong with them.
Just laughing at how awkward and poorly improvised it is.
What do you call a donkey with no legs, eh? No eyes, I mean.
I was going to say, this is very leg oriented.
Just look at me and laugh.
I'm on a roller coaster of emotions here, Ben. Oh, I don't know where am I.
Then the slow motion, like, hello, Emily.
Oh, Ben, where are you going to be in a year?
It's a tough one. I mean, it all depends with COVID, really, doesn't it? I mean, I might be still in Cardiff. I might be home. I hope might be putting a deposit on a house. It all depends how COVID goes. There's a few different outcomes. But I mean, take it day by day, as they say, innit?
Talk amongst yourselves. I need to check on the pasta. I just need to put it. I just need to turn it down. No, I don't know where to go now.
Go check your pasta, Mike.
The pasta ball. Thank you for listening to another podcast by the Old Awkward Trio. We have been your hosts, Michael.
Hold on, did you say that old awkward trio?
You've been listening to the old
And Cat.
up the rope, down the rope, up the rope, inside the rope. Don't go down there. There's an octopus there.